to whether a bye comes at a good time, a bad time. I really just think it's a matter of perspective. So here we got a team that was hot. They were rolling, multiple wins going into their bye week. And I can tell you what, the energy around that building, going into a bye, know you're playing really good ball, it makes that week a lot better, certainly than the alternative.
Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. Look to throw. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete. We'll try again here. It's 2nd and 10. He was covered by Brian Brand. Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. Forced out wide. Off he goes. And he's into the end zone. What a start. Touchdown Falcons. Offense going to take over just before the half. The lead sits at 4. We'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. Out to his right. He's going to take a shot here for Mooney. He's got it! And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score! 70 yards! Falcons offense ready to come back out for this next possession. Still 2 timeouts remaining for the defense, but do the math. Even if they choose to use them, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory. Right away, they'll set up to throw. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down. Throwing now from the gun. He fires downfield for Pitts. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. Blitz coming, he'll throw it. Flush to his right. He's going to dial up another deep ball. And the final play of the game winds up incomplete. And that will do it.
The Falcons game is over.
Set to take over here on offense. They'll be led out by the young man in his 2nd season in the NFL.
Some games, the quarterback can just go out there and just take what the defense gives them. They don't have to necessarily create a lot of opportunities for their teammates to go out and perform. They can still come away with the win. I think today, though, he's going to be asked to carry a little bit more of the load, make some more.
And he will take this one in. 70 yards. Touchdown Atlanta. third quarter. Greg, I know you're passionate about this. The change in the evolution of the NFL the last decade, the willingness to go for it even more often now on fourth down, as we've seen here.
Yeah, I think teams just continue to understand the NFL is not about yards, it's not about time of possession, it's about generating big plays, and it's about maximizing every possession you have in sustaining the ball. So when you get opportunities at certain down distances, at certain parts of the field, to use that extra down, it changes everything. And the last thing I'll say, but it doesn't happen in a vacuum. We don't decide to go for it on fourth down, or at least I'll say the good teams don't decide to go for it on fourth down They knew they were going.
That is going to be all in. He's got it. Rondale Moore. Touchdown Atlanta. He's got it. Comes the Atlanta offense now. They get set to take over once more. Have a short field, looking to build on the lead. Only one timeout remaining for the defense as they take a knee. So it's a win here for the Falcons. They continue.
Falcons offense set to go. Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you?
Still going. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. How about that? Their quarterback. Touchdown number 18 on the year. Had the touchdown run on the previous drive, his 5th on the year. And they start here with the 1st and 10. Go deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Darnell Mooney, 70 yards. And the Falcons will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Falcons offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. First down. This one incomplete. The pressure got to it as he released it. And it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That one deep for London. That's caught inside the 20. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They picked...
Thus far, he has delivered on the promise that others saw in him. So much.
Season in the NFL.
It's not often that you can win by multiple scores in the NFL, so you got to imagine they're coming into this week's game with a lot of confidence. They were able to put together a pretty well-rounded performance in all three phases last week. So, again, can they build off that? Can they continue to
into space to the 20, and he's going to take this one all the way. 96 yards. Touchdown, Atlanta. Falcons offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So try to double up here. They begin this drive 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Moving to his right. He's going to keep it himself. And they get him to the ground, but he's all the way down to the 35-yard line. Now they'll set up to throw. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete. Second and 10. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete.
well defended there, and the quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and
that is caught. What a throw. Rondale Moore. Touchdown, Atlanta. It's his 3rd touchdown of Falcons offense ready to take over once again. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts. So just one kneel down and then time to shake hands. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He's going to look downfield once again. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Out of the gun, he'll throw. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. So it's a win for the visiting Falcons. Their winning ways continue.
Falcons game is over.
The Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
And his task in this situation is making sure this team knows that there's a sense of urgency, yet somehow still stays calm. Because your natural impulse, your first possession is not until the second quarter, is you got to attack right away. Throw something big at him right away. Yeah, you got to move the ball, but maybe be a little bit careful in doing so.
And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. He'll drop to throw. This one into the hands of Pitts. Where did the big fella go? Touchdown, Falcons. Kyle Pitts, his fourth touchdown up. For the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Oh, he had a man running free, but overshot him, and it's incomplete. A good action to this point in the third quarter, just a 3-point game, 2nd and 10. Sliding out of the pocket. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. Looking deep here for Mooney. And that is incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. That's complete to Mooney. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. He's back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down. They'll look to throw. That's down the field and caught by Pitts. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. 2nd down, goal to go. He'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we... a final morsel in our Thanksgiving feast, and we've got a good one in store. As it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Atlanta Falcons. Hello again, everyone. Brandon Gordon along with Charles Davis. And Charles, we take a look at this Falcons team as they enter play. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Flush down lane. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To stay upright. Oh, he'll try and throw it deep to the other side of the field. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that. Rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know that funny things sometimes happen when you think this way.
So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. So out of the locker rooms here they come, their first drive of the 3rd quarter. And Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. We say we use them to start the second half and get us going.
First down, he'll drop to throw it. And that nearly picked off. Well, it would have been a great time for the first interception of the game. Instead, it's 2nd down. Back to throw. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Back to throw now on first down. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up. His time is now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now here on EA Sports. Final minute of play. Here's 2nd and 10.
It's going to be because of plays like that. That run was pure heart. Took it himself, found a way to reset the downs, and advance the ball.
Back to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as he'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Touchdown, and they have taken the lead here in the final seconds. Well, this fan base on the losing side, Charles, they're going to be talking about this one.
incomplete.
Brings up second and 10.
Back to the air once more on second down. Complete. Former first-round pick Drake London with the catch. And it'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
That's good for our Falcons. First down.
On first and 10, they'll set up to throw. He fires downfield for the hit. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20.
It's a gain of 40. That's another Falcons. First down. First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. Look in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete. Back to the air one more time. Now a screen going to be set up for Robinson. And he's into the end zone. Bijan Robinson. Touchdown Falcons. The Falcons offense going to have the first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with first and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He's going to take a shot here. For Mooney. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 70 yards. The Atlanta offense now. They get set to take over once more. And this team continues to just win football games, well on their way to another victory here. The conversation is real. 17-0 can be seen on the horizon. Hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down. They'll drop to throw. They'll try to set up the screen here. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play. They'll try to hit him with the screen. And he's out past the 30 and out of bounds. So they come to the line for first down and 10. They'll look to throw yet again. Gonna look deep, looking for more. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
That's good for our Falcons. First down.
To the air now on first and 10. Here's a shot toward the end zone. And this will be incomplete.
Intended for Drake London. Incomplete.
Back to the air again on second and 10. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. Oh, it's a win here for the Falcons. Their winning ways continue. second quarter to finally see Gibbons' offense out there. Let's see what they have in them here, Kate, in a hurry. Got a touchdown. How long they've been sitting over there, I know the feeling. You're chopping at the bit. I think they're going to be pretty aggressive with the football.
Defender right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Dropping back to throw. He's trying another one deep. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons earn the chance to tie before halftime. Kyle Pitts with the touchdown. Falcons and their quarterback ready to take over once again. In that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. Play action on first down. Anticipated the quick Colin pass there. It's knocked away. Incomplete.
Tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game are tempting feats. You got one hand on it. He gets two, it could have gone the other way.
Second and 10 now. An all-around tough play for him. Took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. They'll try and throw it here. Put some air under it, deep down the left. They connect on the deep shot. And he's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons take the lead right away in half number 2. Falcons are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. That defensive stand might have been the final effort needed to seal away the victory, Brock, but can't quite take off the pads just yet. Offense has to finish this one out.
You know, a few things here, Kate, to keep in mind, right? You got to slow the game down as a quarterback. Take every second off the clock. If you're handling the ball, you guard it with your life, and you make sure your defense doesn't come on the field again. They just did their job, now you got to do yours.
He's looking deep once again. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. And he will score. But there was no time left. That should clinch the win. So the Falcons will fly home with a win on the road. And it's
seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yards with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100 plus the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
Now a play fake here on first down.
This pass is
more and a first down. No score after one on EA Sports.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. First and goal. They're going to look to throw. Touchdown Falcons! Kyle Pitts with touchdown number 7 on the year. So all eyes on the Falcons. Down by 1. 25 seconds remaining. Their long win streak in great peril as they come up first and 10. They'll look to throw. Pass complete to Robinson. Oh, a nice tackle, a 6-yard pickup, but they need more than that. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, and that nearly ended it. That should have been intercepted, but he cannot corral it, and that is a lifeline there with third down coming up. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. That's caught inside the 20. And now they're going to get the timeout. So a huge play has them in field goal range with a chance to possibly... Obviously, Charles, this was by no means an offensive track meet. I mean, the defenses were...
few plays here. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Comes down the field. It's Pitts. All the way. That's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons get some late points and the lead. Falcons and their quarterback ready to take over once again. And they take the field exactly where they want it to be, Brock. Up a touchdown early and with the home crowd a little quieter than normal.
I'm not going to lie to you, Kate. I think most quarterbacks, competitors love playing on the road when they do just this. Just quiet them. Right? Turn them against their own team. They were quiet after that opening touchdown. You score another one, they'll start to murmur and not even hear from the folks.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Pass play coming here. Chase down to his right. Run right, bro. He's got it inside the 25. And he's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons grow the lead coming out ahead. Falcons ready for their next series. Let out on offense by their quarterback. And last drive, he reached one of those numbers that everyone looks at as a benchmark after the season ends, Brock. Like the year that he's put together finding the end zone. Oh, Brock, look at this. He's set up to throw it. He's trying to go deep again. That one's caught at the 10-yard line. Tackle made at the 10. First and goal coming up. Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their first. I'm going to pass it here. And it's complete in the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons have likely locked up the win right there. Falcons will fly home with a win on the road. And it's hard. Catch the Falcons. The Falcons are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. First play is to the air. Progress finally halted. He picks up a chunk. Pushing the pace right away to start the game.
That's good for a Falcons.
Back to pass on 1st and 10. He gets a lot behind one, deep downfield. Caught just shy of the goal line. Touchdown Atlanta. The Falcons take a 6-0 lead right. Falcons and their quarterback ready to take over once again. They seem likely to carry the lead into the locker room, but some points here to end the half can make things even more comfortable. and 10, looking to throw. He's loaded another one up. He's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons grow their lead just before half. Falcons headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. Well, Brock, it only took them one play to reach the end zone last drive. They might have to work a little bit harder this time out. To throw it on first down. He's trying another one deep. That's grabbed inside the 30. Touchdown! Falcons earn the win in this one. And it's harder and harder not to mention. Football here in the city of Pittsburgh. Well, the Falcons ready for their next series. Led out on offense by their quarterback. Throwing on their first play. Pressure's there. The steel curtain closes on him. Pushing the pace right away to start the game. After the sack, another pass on second down. He's going deep. He's got it deep downfield. And this gets close to the red zone. He is inside the 25. So as we all recover from that last play, it's 1st and 10 near the red zone. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And it's complete in the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons take a 6-0 lead right away. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown. And it only took these guys one series to find a major opening in that defense, Brock. Might have saved them some work in finishing that series, too.
Gives them a signal.
Falcons and their quarterback ready to take over once again. And with all their timeouts remaining, Brock, they may be able to put a little something together here before halftime. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. He beams one deep right side. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. He gets him. It's going to be third down. On the move, headed right. Running right side by Moore. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. On the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. He'll throw it yet again. A massive shot towards the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And the turnover puts them right back out there. Just a few plays since they scored that touchdown.
Well, they didn't get much time to rest, but guess what, Kate? That defense didn't get much time to rest either. Now you can go in attack mode while they're still shaking off that last touchdown.
Has it in close. The Steelers calling their first timeout. That'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. 4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Way to go. It's a pass play. And they will score. It's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons push their lead further to start the half. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. Right on the edge of the goal line for 1st and goal. And I don't know about you, partner, but that surprised me that they... Falcons will fly home with a win on the road. Well, we...
Ask anybody at